Danganronpa.
Okay. So here's my theory. I have a theory. So, oh god, hold on. Why's chat there? So here's my theory. Since I know that Junko comes back, I was spoiled on that. I'm pretty sure I understand who Mukuro Ikusaba is, and I understand how Junko's gonna come back, and I understand a lot. Yo, welcome, and how you doing, Rotund Bird? I love that name. Finally made it to one of the streams. Finally had you in one of the streams. So here's my theory on Junko and Mukuro Ikusaba. I don't know if they're related. I think I saw somewhere that they might be sisters or something. I don't know if that's true. That's not part of my theory. I think that they definitely... Thank you for the follow. I think they were working together, definitely. I think they're definitely working together. However, so let's just kind of really quickly go over the last case that we went through. Mukuro's body was found. It had a knife through it. The knife was stabbed in afterwards, after the body was already killed. It was hit by a blunt object. There was a coat covering the body. We couldn't see the body. The only blood was... Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here, right? The point I'm trying to make here. What if Junko never actually died? What if that wasn't her that got impaled? What if that was Mukuro Ikusaba posing as Junko, who got speared to death by freaking Monokuma, and then Junko comes back, and the body that we found was the body from the beginning of the game when Junko got impaled. That's my current theory. Anyway, more importantly...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
I forgot I had that on.
Watch out for her.
That wasn't supposed to play. That was not... That wasn't supposed to play, but you know what? That's fine. It was fitting. Okay, welcome in, Roxy. I hope you guys like my theory. Don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. That is my current thought, though. What if Kyoko's ghost is the mastermind? Oh my god. The ultimate despair. Oh my god, are they gonna say it? A group of people... wait.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
No, I'm just kidding. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, I'm chilling in the trash with my wife, with my bae, me and bae chilling in the trash heap.
Anyway.
Right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. Okay, what do you have in mind? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room.
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolutely vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
Then we should be able to use it on that door, right? Hey, Kyoko, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. It's true. We can use that on this door, right? It's true. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes. Yes, it opened.
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Let's get the fuck out of here. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. Danganronpa! Hey, welcome in, TARDIS. I am doing pretty well, thank you. The final chapter of Mukuranpa Ikusaba, the 16th student lying hidden somewhere in the school, the one thing... Oh, are you trying to say...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair.
Man, this needs to be louder.
Watch out for her.
No, is it loud enough, actually? Oh, wait. Let me just...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
I guess it's loud enough for you guys. It's pretty quiet for me. I understand why now, though. I understand why it's quiet for me. It's louder for you guys than it is for me. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up like a chimney. I have seen the CG of this on Google Images. I wasn't sure when in the game it would appear, or what the reference is, but I have seen this image that we're about to see. There's a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Was it this one, or was it a different angle? I thought there was a different angle. The ladder was impossibly long, I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off it. The little face bubble. Why is that funny to me? So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Why is that a funny line to me? You see, I come from a very long, respectable line of detectives. It runs in our family. It's the family business. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. I mean, nobody's ever heard of the Holmes family. My actual name is Kyoko Holmes. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So, it's because they're so good at their job, they don't need to be, Take a shot every time they say hope or despair. Don't, you will die. Take a sip of water.
Right.
Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. The ultimate truth, if you will. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Which is why we made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. A conscious effort?
It's true.
It's kind of old-fashioned, and I can't say it's entirely rational. But it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate Minecraft. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I was looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However...
And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up on that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
It was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father.
No, that's wrong.
Sorry, I'm having too much fun with the stream deck. Uh-huh? But you'd be reuniting after all those years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong.
There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However...
There is something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young. So I don't remember myself. Let me start that over. So I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. I don't remember myself. Who am I? Yeah, I'm not gonna hit it again. I was gonna hit the Mukuro Ikusaba thing again. He was in line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work. So he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died, and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather, and they had a huge argument. And young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
It's true. If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. Sorry, I'm laughing at you guys in chat. I don't... Anyway, so every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had the chance to become a detective. I'm still giggling to myself about this.
No, that's wrong.
I'm still laughing about that. Are you guys, like, singing? Is that what you're doing? I don't know what's happening. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression.
We're up her dress. Damn it. I should have thought this one through.
Makoto's a perv, confirmed. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that. You wouldn't be able to if you were below her either. Makoto, you good? All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative. Oh, it's the snake eater ladder. Oh, I see what you're saying. And more emotional. Damn it, you're right. Yo, welcome in Lightning Breath. How you doing? I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true. Would you say that it's wrong?
However...
But there's one thing. One thing that I can never forgive. Really? One thing you... What? Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. Finally caught a stream. Finally caught you watching a stream. Welcome in. I was never sad about being left behind. Like I said, I think it was a good thing.
However...
But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out of his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I have to find him and tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past. In order to remove him from my life forever. I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that...
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood. Nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. I get it, though. I totally get it. So instead, I said nothing. Yeah, we can't all be connected to our family. Some people have some really bad circumstances, and, you know, not everyone... This is literally what Byakuya was saying before. Like, trying to view other people through your own perspective, and how that's can be kind of immature. Same thing going on right here. You know, you can't really look at Kyoko from your own perspective. She's got her own set of circumstances. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top.
Look at that ass.
Oh no. Looks like this is it. Can we open it? If not, this is an awful position to be in. Imagine getting to the top of that huge ladder. This tiny-ass ladder that's barely holding you on. Nothing but a huge drop below you. And there's a door that you can't open. Oh man, that would be the worst.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? Oh no, that usually is locked. I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Oh, I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. Imagine Monokuma came and locked it again. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Looks like we're back. But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. You're not counting Hope's Peak towards the Hope and Despair counter? Probably for the best. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. No thanks necessary. I was just returning the favor. So, can I go back down? This is how we got out of the garbage pit. I never would have imagined that's where this led. You wouldn't have expected the ladder coming out of the garbage area to be in the garbage room. Literally where you throw all your trash has a hatch, and we came out of that hatch from a garbage area. You never could have imagined it, ever? Really? So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then...
Then let's just get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words...
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Oh, wait, that's...
However...
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we're found out. And it's not like we can run away. Yeah, he probably hit his head pretty damn hard. He's not really thinking right now. I guess he's always been kind of dumb, though. No, he's had his smart moments. As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. Oh, let me fix my chair. It's not up enough. There we go. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Sure. Where's everyone else? Asleep? Can I say hi to other people? Where is everyone? It's nighttime. Byakuya, I'm back. Where are you, buddy? He was like right over here somewhere. Byakuya!
Shall we
We need to get to the gym, to Monokuma. I want to talk to Byakuya. He got hit with a baseball bat to the head at the end of Chapter 3 and was fine in the morning. Was that the end of Chapter 3? Or Chapter 4? If that was Chapter 3, holy shit, that was longer ago than I thought it was. Ultimate thick skull, exactly. He's big brain and big skull to compensate for big brain. End of Chapter 4 was...
Well now.
Hold on. End of Chapter 4 was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Okay, anyway.
Hey!
It didn't... Oh, it did go away. Okay, good.
Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What's he doing here?
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Okay, gotcha. I'm remembering it now. Are we really gonna be okay?
You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do?
If the guilty party is exposed during a class trial, they alone will be executed.
It's unfortunate, but that is the rule.
So now I gotta punish you again. And this time I won't leave anything to chance.
Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However...
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
No.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right?
I lose? You, explain yourself. What do you mean by that?
Because...
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted an excuse to kill me.
In other words...
I was supposed to be chosen as the Blackened and then executed, right?
Hey, what are you talking about?
However...
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
Right.
And in response to the unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the Blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation. No, more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However...
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come to our aid even after you'd killed it.
Am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro. You did.
Listen to me.
So executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the Blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That's what you told us, right?
And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You're saying the Blackened is me and not Makoto?
Well?
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that.
What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claims without a shred of evidence?
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try to bury it, there's only ever one absolute truth.
And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type?
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared for another execution. I mean, to be fair, Makoto was like, I'm not going there. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
What the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
It's not you I'm trying to convince.
Hey,
It's the Oh wait, it actually is the audience. I was gonna make a joke, but like, I forgot we're on television. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Huh?
indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because what we said is exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair, fair and square, nice rhymes,
that's what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice.
So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time, you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair.
If anyone's doing the drinking game at home, stop. You're literally going to die. Do not hope and despair drinking game.
Hey.
This is worse than I thought. Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, or of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word.
Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed.
Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So, time for bear jokes. Now, what you've suggested might be possible. It would certainly make for one honey of a climax.
In other words,
Does that mean you accept?
You guys?
If we do things your way, that'll be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
Oh, is this where the phrase despair comes from? Someone in my Discord has the username despair. Oh, it's you. It's Roxy. That's funny. Is that where this comes from?
I can barely contain myself!
Let's have one final grisly showdown.
He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Barrett!
But this is the long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
You guys?
So for this final face-off, you'll have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here.
All the mysteries.
That's right, every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain
then that'll be
myself.
enough to qualify as a victory for you.
it's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along.
Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll all face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this has all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one more thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure. Or for sure. So what? We have to go kill someone real quick.
hey,
I just want to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement? Oh. When one student kills another one, a class trial begins. Which means the mastermind is another student. I think my Junko theory is correct. You don't have to be so suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception to that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go quiet all of a sudden?
Now
I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya?
Why so mad?
Whew.
He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? Huh, I don't even care anymore. You're all gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment, overflowing with despair.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. It's a lot of poo-hoo-hoo-hoos. There's a lot of poo-hoo-hooing going on here. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I think I understand everything about the school already. It's just a matter of finding the in-game clues to it. There was some kind of memory erasure that happened. We definitely did attend Hope's Peak properly before something happened. The tragedy probably occurred while we were students here, and the survivors were the ones that are now attending the school, the 16 students. The killing game, I'm guessing, had to do... Maybe Mukuro and Junko took over the school and turned it into a killing game. Mukuro is the one that died when approaching Monokuma and got speared to death. That body was then used for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba from last chapter. I think that's pretty much everything, right? I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Hey, thanks, Kyoko. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because,
It's all because of that one moment. The mastermind let down their guard, like I said. So when was it that the mastermind let down their guard?
so,
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right?
Yeah, they definitely said that.
Listen,
And what did you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems so unbelievable.
indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off,
However,
and yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost. No matter the cost. Us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem.
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all their rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
In other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why? To prove a point of some... I swear to fucking God, me and Kyoko are on the same fucking wavelength. To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that, to try and prove that despair is better than hope. Better than? That's their goal, is the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world, the mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored the rules, this wouldn't have been a game, but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who were watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they may hate what I'm doing, I haven't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all of their proper rules, to get me killed. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, and then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on line TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form. How does us living a communal life... Like, I'm talking about the alternate ending. How does that represent despair being better than hope? Is it because despair led to that happy life, quote unquote? I don't know. I don't get it.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they violated their own regulations. But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance. Because you believed in me, another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong.
Wrong. In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. Ah, it's just because they gave up hope completely in trying to escape. I see, that does make sense. But they also didn't embrace despair, you know? They didn't look like they were despairing. It was just like, alright, well, I guess we're gonna live here now.
Whew.
But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I haven't been that nervous in a long time. The meaning of despair in this series is kind of complicated, but in this chapter you'll get a better idea. Okay, fair enough. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I'd showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However...
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
Correct.
Or everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win. Okay, I'm gonna ask you guys this extremely far in advance. In the final trial, when I'm uncovering the truth, is there going to be a way to see an alternate ending of me getting it wrong and everybody getting executed? Is that a thing? Or is it just your typical, game over, I guess I'll try that again? Is it just like normal class trials? Because if there's an alternate ending... there's not. Okay. I was going to say, I'd try to get it once we get into it.
Hey.
But before we begin the final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. Nah, we don't have to do that. They'll figure it out as we go. True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do now is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
However...
Is that really possible? Huh?
Anyway,
right now we have to go find the others.
Shall we go?
They're probably in the dorms somewhere. Shall we go? Sure. I didn't mean to click that.
Anyway.
Okay. Go to the dorms. Let's go to the dorms. Dorms, let's go get away. Byakuya, I'm coming, buddy. This is Byakuya's room. Is he inside? Finally caught your stream live. I've been watching the VODs on YouTube after I watched your tier list video. Aw. Well, welcome in, okay. How you doing today?
Hey.
I don't think he's here. Come on, we need to keep looking. So we're looking for Toko, who's right there. Hiro, who's right there. Was that it? Oh, and Hina. This is Toko's room.
Hey.
I don't think she's here. Hina's right here. I'm guessing none of them are here. Hiro is literally right here. No, that's Sakura. Hiro is the second from the end. And that's it, right? Yasuhiro is gonna be here.
Hey.
Okay, that's everybody. So I guess maybe we check the dining hall. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. And suddenly we were greeted with... I don't know how to pronounce that. Skurg and Few and Jean Krakow. You again. That Explorer 103.2.1.255. Is he broken? I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Add to the third foursome equals send act 61. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. Couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah!
Is that Makoto?
Oh, they're all... even Toko is happy to see me. Look at her. She's like... That's a genuine smile coming from her. Even Byakuya is not smiling, but he's like... Oh, this is a surprise. What?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
You survived?
There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I love you, Byakuya.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
I don't know. Do you want to look for evidence? Everyone was there, all my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
All my friends. And Toko. Forgot, she's there too. Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, it seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. Yeah, Byaki is not scowling, so it's just by default that makes it a smile. That's exactly right.
Yo.
Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Oh, fucking hell. I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? Period. It was alter ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say they had their lives saved by a computer program. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can say that. Considering most technology is run by computer programs, I'm pretty sure most people can say that they've had their lives saved by a computer program. Like, specifically in hospitals. I imagine it was a learning experience for you. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No, Dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues? Ugh, you stink! Are you rotten?
I'm telling you.
Rotten physically, mentally, every way you could be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in garbage for a while. Just for fun. The smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason.
Makoto.
There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. I literally just got done with my reunion. Thank you, though. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
That's related to what I have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial. Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is, it was all the work of the mastermind. What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
That's right, it was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable in the seat, but the cushion's all screwed up. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to do to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would be the one to die.
What did you say?
You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You make it sound like it was easy, I just,
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Blackened, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Blackened is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that mean they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain the leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to.
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here! For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So,
About that.
oh, I skipped too fast by accident. Go back. So knowing all this, what do we do now? It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school. Every last mystery? But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said you could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. Well, apparently not. Apparently, someone's not okay with living here forever with you, specifically. Because you die either way. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth. In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say. But figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro... Fuck, I keep clicking by accident. And all the school's mysteries... It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already. This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Havoc Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. Huh?
So
But
in
why?
other words,
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have had to set foot in the school, right? Monokuma could probably murder Mukuro, but there's no way he would have disguised the scene like that.
in other words,
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in the killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 of us in the main hall at the very beginning. Add in Mukuro and you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
that's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? What? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Well, wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility we can't ignore. Yeah, I mean, they're an ultimate, right? The ultimate despair, so they must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but...
I don't care how sneaky you are, we would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma was on autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversations. Well, maybe, but still. Nighttime. Oh.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but
final nighttime?
At this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode.
Ooh.
So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school.
Oh.
Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit.
Oh.
Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm?
How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then, after making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey.
Do you blame him? Yo, welcome in. How you doing, musicality? Excitement level, it's about a 3 out of a 10. I'm just kidding. I'm pretty excited. We entered the true ending mode.
Without Master, the rest of you were like coffee with cream without the cream. Or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone, and you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
Just a second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Honestly, more power to you, Hiro. I hope that works out. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I mean...
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Had a rough day at work, so you had a drink and nap? I'm sorry you had a rough day. I hope you're doing better now, after your nap. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
Okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Alright, what's our final conversation? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so...
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. That's kind of how I figured it, honestly. And then we could get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth. By any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Here we go. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. I'm sticking to my theory. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Other wounds. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. Headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. And the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, here we go. Places to check. I already knew all of those. First thing I was going to do was going to go to the dorms because we're already here. That's right up here. Oh, fuck yeah. The gate's open. So this is where Kyoko was for most of Chapter 5. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Here we go. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no, it's more like a battlefield. Like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeesh. Yeah, we'll start here. Oh boy. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Nice. Oh god, the amount of coins that I'm gonna be able to get from this exploration. Insane, I didn't even think about that. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. So that was that room. This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Come on, just fucking go in there. There's nothing in the bathroom. Nothing at all. Just a normal bathroom. Somehow this was left completely unscathed. God, I really hope my theory is right. I'm gonna feel so fucking smart. Giraffe lockers. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Okay, we got 3 lockers right here, or 3 things right here. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. Nice. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed to the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean... Let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. 1, 2, 3... Oh, there's so many. I'm guessing all of them are going to be like that. Locker's already broken. Broken. I have to check them, though. You never know. This one's just open. I tried to click the open one. Okay, last one over here. Guys are probably going absolutely crazy about this right now. It's like, come on, Scood. Just get on with it. Okay, there's 4 more to select here. I don't think this one's gonna open. Nice. We gotta make sure, you know? It's like the washing machines. You gotta make sure you check all of them. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. And then there's one more. Don't worry. Last one. Not even gonna try. Cool. So that's the locker room. Kind of spooky. Oh, this looks important. A lounge room. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere. She did say the second floor of the dorms was for, like, the staff, didn't she?
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? They're all, like, right by her. Okay. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Well, yeah, no shit. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Nice. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. And we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
Whew.
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind's helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullets. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap here, but not just any gap. I can feel a breeze coming out.
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this... Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. Her birthday? What about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it just to be sure?
Well?
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. I would have thought birthday. Her birthday. I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
Hey.
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Of course. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Now we're gonna find a bunch of Kyoko clones in here. Oh, no. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not have even... Sorry, may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Okay, I gotta check the present first. It's a bomb! There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why, you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? It's something that'll make me want to scream? I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. It's gonna be a cake. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh, wow. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined? What is this, like her mom or something?
I see.
Just as I thought. Or maybe it's her dad? It's Sans. Just as you thought. How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? Your dad is a skeleton? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry, I had to. So the same person that... may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. Nobody else has entered the school. Right. Alter Ego said the headmaster was probably here in the school. But the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume.
In other words...
That most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She had said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties. But was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present. I feel like I shouldn't make pointless small talk right now. Maybe I should just look around a bit. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Huh? This picture. Oh, little Kyoko. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past. And yet... Is she still wearing the same ribbons in her hair? To now find something like this. So what did you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. No, they think they're different. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
Why? What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. That's sad. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but...
Hey.
Feel free to look around. Yes, we've
Because-
already... Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... A handbook. Huh? This is... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words,
A handbook with no limitations given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
it would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay?
Hey,
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey,
Could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I
Just
need
a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. In case of emergency? That's a weird name for a student. Is that his legal name? You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you were going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Alright. I know exactly where to bring this handbook. Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. It's the 17th person hiding somewhere in that box. The one they called the ultimate skeleton. Oh my god. The headmaster is dead. The headmaster is dead, I say with a smile. Yep, man in his late 30s, somewhere in the school. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Yep, one of the students, I know. 15 of us met in the main hall, and Mukuro to the mix. Add Mukuro to the mix, and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Ah, I tripped down memory lane. How nice. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are me, Byakuya,
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Sorry, I had to. Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Yeah, it's freaking Junko. Mukuro is the one that died in the beginning. Junko is the one that's still alive. Mukuro's body was the one that was the same exact body from freaking earlier. Who murdered Sakura in the end? Sakura did. Yeah, welcome in, Rocky. Alright, let's use the handbook now. Let's just give it a try. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. That's what I wanted to do from the start. Alright, just what I was hoping for. Let's see what we've got inside. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever belongs here probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Crystal ball? Can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. I know exactly what's happening here. My theories, all of my theories are coming true. Oh my god, I feel so smart. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Oh, I'm so fucking smart. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. Okay, Rocky, here's what's going on. Last chapter, Mukuro Ikusaba. Here, I'll play it again for you.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
She was found dead, and there was a class trial, and there was 2 endings. You could guess that Kyoko was the one that did it. yeah, get on with it. I'm sorry, I had to. Kyoko was being framed to be the one that was killed because she was getting, she was learning too much of the truth. However, we stood up for her, and we ended up getting framed for it. And instead of dying, Alter Ego saved us, and we didn't get killed during the execution. We instead ended up in a trash heap. So my theories are that wasn't Mukuro's body, or it was Mukuro's body. However, I don't think Mukuro was the mastermind. I believe that Junko is the mastermind, and that the person who died... Here, let me actually bring up the thing. The person who died in Chapter 1, when Junko died, was actually Mukuro. Because look at this. The victim's identity is unknown. They were dead before the blast. You know, she was stabbed. She was hit in the head with an object. The body was covered with other wounds. Covered with other wounds. But these were at least several days old. The only thing we know about the person who died is that they had, like, fake nails on. They had, like, these big boots. It was a female. And wounds all over the body, possibly from being impaled by spears. I believe that that was actually Mukuro who died. And then Junko has been in hiding this whole time. And the body that they used in Chapter 5 was Mukuro's body from Chapter 1. That's my leading theory right now. The second theory that I have so many theories about this game. So what's happening right now, by the way, Rocky, is Monokuma basically agreed to Kyoko's terms, which is we're doing one last class trial. We're redoing Mukuro's trial, like the body that we found last chapter. We're redoing that fairly this time. However, we also have to solve every mystery in the school, otherwise we all get killed. You think Mukuro's still running the game and she used Junko's body? I think it's the other way around. I'm on a long stretch. You have no idea how right I am. So my theory is that the students that we have here, so there was this big tragedy that happened. What I think happened was all these students came to Hope's Peak High. The 16 students that we have in this killing game were also part of Hope's Peak. But this big tragedy occurred where there was a massive slaughter. We've already seen evidence of that. We've seen rooms covered in blood. We've seen dorms that are like a complete war zone. Something happened where some people went crazy and killed most of the students. My guess again is that might be Junko and Mukuro. Also, wrapping my head back around things, since these students that are currently here were in the school before, they had their memories altered. That's why we had photos of them happily enjoying a school life together. I don't think they were doctored by Monokuma. That was just photos from their prior time in school. Now we're finding lockers. This has Hiro's stuff in it, stuff that Hiro would be into. This is Hiro's locker from before his memory was wiped. And that's why the second floor of the dorms was blocked off for us, so we wouldn't find this. Dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever's stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible. I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. It literally has his name on it. Boom. There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Agakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never had the chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? It's all making sense. No, Hiro's not the mastermind. Junko is. Come on, keep up. I'm 100% confident in my thoughts here. There's not a shred of doubt in my mind. Okay, whose locker is this? I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay, that's fine. These are broken. What about this one? Oh, this thing is practically empty. It's just one thing. My theory somehow makes sense. It's because it's correct. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. Maybe if you opened it, there's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when it got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation for a new era. So my theory that Hope's Peak is underground, is that also correct? Because we did have, like, the oxygen machine in one of the labs. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. No, the father, the headmaster of Hope's Peak is Kyoko's father. That much has been confirmed. Kyoko comes from a family of detectives, and her father left that line of work to become the headmaster. Yeah. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. I have a lot to keep you up with, catch you up with, Rocky. Another thing that we discovered was this pile of bones inside a box. Kyoko's father's dead. Those are his bones. Yeah, she's the ultimate detective, yeah. Superior versus corrupted wording is kind of yikes. Wait, the what? This part right here? Only their genius can overcome disaster. Do you mean that kind of stuff? It's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world. Yeah, I see that, yeah. Where the hell did the bones come from? The inside of the body, like if you go like below the skin, there's muscle, but you go even further than that, there's bones. Most bodies have those. Wait, from the intro where he got blasted, that was him? Oh. That actually makes a lot of sense. I would go back and watch it, but it would be cut from the VOD. I still want to go back and watch it, I think, though. I will do that in a moment. What she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. Yeah, but her memory was wiped. All of our memories were wiped. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I just read that. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when we reached the last page, the question mark spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. Oh, I looked away for a moment. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make sense? Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. A second despair. Don't worry about the video link. I have it in-game. I can just go to it. You know what? We'll do that real quick, actually. The more I see, the less it makes sense, because these lockers, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation, but if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving the investigation forward. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay, really quick. I'm going to save, I'm going to go to the main menu, I'm going to go to the bathroom, and then we'll watch that video real quick. So I'll be right back, everyone. Okay, I'm back. So... Oh, wait, no. So let's go to the extras real quick. So for anyone watching this on YouTube, on the VOD, I'm sorry that this next part is gonna have to be trimmed out. It's been trimmed out of every video so far. If you want to watch this yourself, people have re-uploaded it on YouTube. It's also at the very beginning of the game, so if you have any interest in playing this game, just boot up the game and you'll see it as, like, the opening cutscene. That's what we're about to watch. For the people watching live on stream, apparently this is Kyoko's father. Let's see this. Is that really? Is that a man in his 30s? I guess we don't really get a good look at him. Yeah, there's no reason to not believe that, I guess. I also want to point out that as they came out of the top of the school, there was a roof. So maybe my theory that it's underground is not true. Or maybe most of it is underground, and there's a last floor that's above ground. Okay, pay attention to the crack in the skull, is what I was told. Watch here. Ready? Pile of bones with a crack on the skull. Yeah. Sure enough. I'll show you the file in a second, Rocky. Okay. So that's all fine and dandy. So, for those watching on the YouTube VOD again, assuming that it cut back by here, the rocket goes up. It looks like a man of some sort with dark hair. We can't really tell if it's a student or if it's not, but it makes sense that that was him. The rocket was also in the garbage room that he landed in. I didn't catch that either. Very interesting. So if we go to the truth bullets, and look at the crack in the skull there. Yep. Oh, wrong. Sorry. It's right in the same spot. Interesting. So that was her father in the intro. The exact room with the hole in the ceiling might be a place in the game. It very well could be. Very interesting. Alright, so this is for you, Rocky. We were talking about, oh, I don't have that truth bullet anymore. I see. That was from the last one. But yeah, there was a file that... It wasn't like a student file. It was basically... Mukuro Ikusaba was someone who was on a... What was it? Where they were like on a trip or something with their family, and they... It was like in the Middle East or something. And then they went with like some sort of resistance group or something of like... soldiers, basically, and she became the ultimate soldier. It does not contain a picture. That's the interesting note about it. That's why I think that the Junko and Mukuro thing is a thing. I really believe my theory. Nothing in that one. Yeah, I'm guessing that all the rest of the lockers are nothing, just because he had that talk about, oh, mystery things, crazy. Yeah, now we go somewhere else. So we're done upstairs. Oh yeah, this is the second floor of the dorms, Rocky. Very spooky. So I'm pretty sure we're done with the upstairs. I'm gonna go really quickly. Was it the 5th floor? I want to show this to Rocky as well, just so we're a little bit more caught up. I actually have to go up here anyway. Perfect. Okay, so I want to go first to this classroom over here. Oops. Was this the fucked up one? Yeah, look, this is the tragedy. I wonder if this will give me any more clues, though. Probably not. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, this is the Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 investigation music. Oh, we can go in the bio lab. Well, here I am in the bio lab. It's so cold. It's, like, abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? And then the camera. Okay. Box 16. Oh, it's a remix of the normal. Oh, box 15 is the normal one. Okay. I'm surprised the surveillance camera can work with how cold it is in here. There are icicles hanging from the monitor. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Ugh, so cold. Why is it so cold in here? That's the first thing I need to figure out. Why does checking the desk tell me that? It becomes box 16 on the chapter we learned that there were 16. Oh, very cool. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine. I've seen something like this before. Oh, I was gonna say, I saw it over there! Whoa! I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing... It is a morgue. Who said it was like a morgue? Rocky, this looks more like a morgue. Does this mean that the biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably... My theory about the body in chapter 1 being preserved, right, until the last chapter. I'm fucking genius. Look at this. There's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Cadaver? Whatever. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know what the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels would be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. This is one of the fridges they put dead bodies in. I've seen them on crime shows and stuff. Does that mean everyone who's died is... They're all in this little room? There's some kind of weird machine, something built on the wall, a bunch of glowing lights. Yeah. The right-hand lights are off. Looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Okay, let's check actually right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bodies. 1, 2. I'll wait until we're done here. Another one of the victims is... Okay. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. It adds up. It adds up. Byakuya, Makoto, Kyoko, Ai, Toko. Yeah. Plus Mukuro makes 10. Oh, yeah, because 16. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 7 spots right here. 7 spots that are not lit up, meaning there's no bodies in them. Yeah. Let's go back to the report card again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because Mukuro is thought to be dead. I still think Mukuro is the one that's dead. I'm sticking to my original theory. One of these just has a little box of Mondo butter. I guess so, yeah. Okay, so we also need to go back to the scenes of the crime. 6 alive, 9 dead. 15. Plus, you're forgetting one person, though. And that is...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, you get the point. The body's missing. It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Did they feed it to the plant? The Monokuma flower. Is it true? Does it really blah blah blah? I don't think it's related, so I'd better keep my distance. Okay. Where did it go? Into the morgue. Maybe the body's in the tool shed? Well, no, they would have left it out for the next case. It's not in here either. Then it must be in the biolab, but corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp in one corner of the tarp. How convenient. It just walked into the morgue where it belongs. Well, yeah, I mean, didn't Hifumi literally do that exact same thing in Chapter 3? It says biolab? Then this originally came from the biolab. Tarp has been added to the truth bullets. I don't really need to check anything else here. So we go back to the biolab. But we also have other things on the floor. That's all I really needed to check here. Okay, I like that they tell me that outright. They don't leave me guessing and looking around randomly. Okay, look at the map. And it doesn't remove the exclamation point. That's unfortunate. I just have to remember where I've been. Yeah, the tarp's on the floor over here. Do I need to check this too? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Okay, I guess I didn't really need to check that. So what's the truth bullet say about the morgue, though? Oh, wrong button. A corpse fridge has been installed in the biolab. It seems that a blue light comes on to indicate a slot is occupied. That's all it says. Okay. I was hoping it said something about the number of lights that are there. So we also need to check the dojo. Toko's in here as well. Hey, Toko. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? It was said by the creators that one of the reasons Taka was low energy was because he didn't eat in fear of eating Mondo. Oh, no. Welcome in, Kate, but also that's awful. Jesus. No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time. Was there a battery discovery for Mukuro? Yes. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless. Good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master will. Welcome back, Ryan. I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Probably because of the way you act towards them. I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay. Goodbye, Toko. Okay, what else we got? The data center and the mysterious... Oh, the control room it's called. There's the headmaster's room. We'll go there first. Byakuya will always be disappointed in you. Very true. Byakuya will always be disappointed in everyone. I just realized, have I not been in here? No, I haven't, because we left, like, immediately. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Ah, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Oh, look at this guy right here. He was headmaster 2 times. Good for you, buddy. Good job winning the election or whatever. I don't know. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a monitor. There are trophies and even a shield in the display case. Danganronpa is just a psychological analysis on the trend of how gifted children are problem children. The only sane individual is a normal guy. Yeah, I've noticed that. That's really cool, interesting, but also, I don't know. I guess showing that even gifted children are just human too. Even in the headmaster's room, there's a surveillance camera. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. Okay, this is why we're really here. Hey, Makoto. Are you ignoring me? You think I'll forgive you? Or forgive that just because you're you? When we get out of here, remember this moment. Oh, look, there's something over there as well. What's this? The bookshelf seems really well made, and it's filled with files and thick books. Anyway, I've seen everything there is to see here.
Come on. Not possible.
I just tried to leave just for reference. Oh, man. Taka was not a problem child. He was doing his best. Very true. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us. And Mukuro. Oh, here you go.
So in other
Apparently
words,
class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Yeah, Taka's death was kind of just like brushed aside, honestly, next to Hifumi's. It's like, oh my god, Hifumi killed Taka and then tricked us to think that he was dead and then got killed. Man, Hifumi got backstabbed. How awful for Hifumi. As Taka's body's just rotting on the floor. It's like, man, Hifumi was really trying to work with Celeste there to get this murder done, but then he just got like double crossed. Poor Hifumi. And then he like had a moment where he like came back from death and had like a little thing that he said. Oh man, poor guy, as Taka's body's still just sitting there. I am honestly, I do miss Taka. I miss Taka quite a bit. Especially just like his camaraderie with Mondo. How things came around later with him. I don't know. When I was thinking about what the other students would be doing in this situation if they made it this far, Taka's one of the first that came to mind, if I'm being honest. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? Hifumi was surprisingly noble. Yeah, he died being a simp. I was literally just thinking that. She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. I would go full on aggro if Celeste came to me saying Taka did all that terrible stuff. I mean, didn't she also, like, persuade him with something else? I don't remember entirely. I don't know. Hifumi was simping. I don't fully remember. I don't like Hifumi.
So in other words...
In other words, when it comes to this profile... Taka would never, exactly. There's more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself.
Interesting.
He was being disrespectful to my virtual queen. The appropriate response is murder. That's fantastic. I love that. I can't read. Not since the fall. A lot of things have been going wrong since I fell in that trash heap, Byakuya. You have to realize this. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly. Oh, there's a picture of her. And in the background an entity floats, close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. You would go murder mode if someone was disrespectful towards Pavati? Thank you for watching out for my adorable little bot. Hold on. I just need to take a quick break real quick, unrelated to anything. Oh, wow, Pavati wrote that by herself. She really cares. I had to throw that in there. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. Why is bitches not allowed? Oh, thank you. Thank you, One Eye. Thank you, Ryan. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Yo, welcome in, Klauft. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students after all. Hifumi, in theory, could be a relatable character if they had done him justice. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now. But wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Thank you for the follow, Cloft. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's no way that you're lost in thought, because you have no thoughts. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should know. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class number 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, that could mean... Wait, is he trying to say... The corpse is Mukuro? Yeah. Oh, wait. There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Maybe... okay. Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. Compare it to everyone, yeah, right? So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words...
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch. But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Okay. So we've seen the headmaster's room. Was the office one of the rooms that was blocked off? No. We're just going to the data center. After we go to the data center, I want to go back up to the morgue and see if it lets me check out Mukuro's body, if there's any way to do that.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah,
So I figured if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
but...
Although I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck, so you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. It opened like a door. Ah, this is the Monokuma control room, is it? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... This place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. This is where you control Monokuma. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi'd probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some sort of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Careful about opening student profiles because you'll find spoilers and stuff. Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Hello, welcome in, Chloe. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? It is. Hey!
Give me all your donuts!
I wonder who's controlling Monokuma right now. Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh man, busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Aw, man.
Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Yep. Hina was the mastermind all along. I knew it.
Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh? What do you mean?
What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Monokuma? What, for real?
Yep. It looks just like the panel that... It looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma. Which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Byakuya controlling Monokuma. They are definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. Okay, don't spoil anything for me, Rocky. In other words, But I think I know what you were gonna say. I think you're realizing that my theory was correct. Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us at the same time. Yeah. Kyoko's theory was right.
But
And so was Scood's. But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true, why does the screen have paws? Because Monokuma has bear paws, duh. It's a very polarized, blah, blah, blah. 16 students, yep, I know. Monokuma was the mastermind the whole time. The mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? Monokuma is the one controlling Monokuma, and the one controlling that Monokuma is...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, I'm not gonna fucking... Sorry. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma control room has been added to the truth bullets. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh no, it's nothing. Okay. A Mamakuma? Probably. What about you? Is everything okay?
I mean,
Oh, well, it's just, this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they've set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible. Monokuma, 17th student? Gone wrong at 3 a.m.? I would still be the first one dead if I was in... Yeah, I feel like I'd die pretty quickly. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check. We can't waste all our time standing around here. You want to get going? I'm guessing... Oh, there's a thing down here, too. Let's hurry and get out of here. But there's a fucking plate on the ground. I want to look at it. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? It was a trapdoor, and the student has come back into the room. Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted. Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey,
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving. Then that room.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
Correctamundo.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? I'm so annoyed. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? The one I was trying to check before Hina told me not to look at it? That one? That was your one big chance and you blew it!
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! This wouldn't have happened if you just trusted Kyoko and told her. God damn it! Just slammed my desk. Fuck! He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Huh?
Then, when I said we should leave... Well, the hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
You got it.
I'm out, see you later. Hina took off at a full sprint. I have to do what I can too, that's the only way forward. That's it? What if you just never interact with anyone? Can't get killed if no one knows you exist. That sounds like something that
Mukuro Ikusaba.
would do. Smart move. Wait, was that it?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along
It is my favorite clip
nicely?
now. It is really good.
Well then, Since you're all giving it your best,
Oh,
your
we can still look
generous
around. Good.
headmaster will give you a little hint. For those of you who are interested, please make your
ASA
way
possible?
to the gym ASA possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious, there's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Oh, hey, hero. Ugh, Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him. What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding something this whole time? Wait, this happened when the motives were things. Thingy. What's happening here? What do you got for me, buddy? Is it just me and you?
I am Monokuma!
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope in the ground in front of you.
The envelope? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
This is gonna be about that vision I had. This is gonna be about that vision that Makoto had, where it was like, I get it. We have to stay in the school or whatever. That's what this is gonna be about. That's why Hiro was avoiding me. I opened it, yep. What I found was a single photograph. Oh, or it's that. And I'm not there. Junko's face is also conveniently blocked. I just want to point that out. It features a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. Very interesting note. Makoto is not in the group, and Junko's face is blocked. And Mukuro is there, yeah. Interesting. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sayaka. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Bianca and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... I play D&D and I'm gonna force my friends to do a Danganronpa themed campaign so I can mess with them as Monokuma. That sounds incredible, actually. Everyone's in uniform but Celeste. True, but Junko also had a different uniform. Probably just because she's the ultimate fashionista. So here's my theory. She's the ultimate fashionista. She dressed up Mukuro to look more like her. That's why. Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. Yeah, Junko is in a different outfit. Well, so is... A few of them are, actually. Leon is. Hiro is. Hifumi and Sakura are. They're wearing different colored ones for some reason. Or they're just not wearing the over jacket part. Never mind. No. No, they're just wearing whatever the fuck they want. Let's be real. We're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. Makoto, you keep saying we. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. You say you'd assume Hope's Peak doesn't have a single assigned uniform. Oh, more of a dress code, but also a uniform you can wear. That's probably where it is. There is an assigned uniform, but you don't have to wear it as long as you follow dress code. Something like that. But it is an option for you. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met with everyone else... Oh, wait! Makoto's not in the picture because he took the picture. Was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could that mean... Could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me is...
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know. So, I mean, get out. But I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field. Dugrit
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it! Group photo has been added to the bullets. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does that count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Mukuro is just the ultimate clue. No, she's the ultimate soldier, silly. We already know that. What if Makoto was cut out of the picture and he's standing left of Celeste? She's awkwardly staring at wherever he is off shot. That'd be funny. It's like not even a mystery. It's just bad framing. Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? Yeah, she is glancing off to the side, funnily enough. I'm just taking a closer look at everyone real quick. It is very interesting that Junko's face is specifically blocked out here. You forgot how stupider the series gets in the next 2 games? I'm looking forward to it. It looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Hold on a second here. Is that Leon's hand on Sayaka's shoulder? How fucking long is his arm? That looks unnatural. Is that normal? I guess that's normal. Okay. It just looks weird. It looks so long. It looks weird. Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Alright, let's go talk to everyone. Okay. We have to find everyone. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Okay. Let's get something new here. Long arms for pitching. That is funny. Speaking of pitching, look, a baseball. I thought I'd break up the action a little bit, right? We need a little break. Stream's ending in like 15 minutes. That's okay. We gotta get some new gifts, you know? It's very important to the investigation. Nice, some food to help us going, keep our energy up. Don't worry, I'll only go down to 160. I'm not gonna have you guys sit here forever. Okay, two more. Okay, we got a couple of new ones though. I know our repeat percent is high, and I could lower that by... Is that a black croissant? Hold on. Was that a black... It is a black croissant. A baked good made from black ingredients. It looks burnt, but it's actually pretty good. I was right. It is a black croissant. One of the gifts is a note that explains everything. You never know. It could be. We get a gift that's just note from the headmaster. And it's just like, here is all the details explaining the mysteries of the school. That's what it is. Okay, let's find everyone. There's usually... Yeah, what's over here? Okay, Byakuya's in the archive. We can go talk to him. Go, 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 go. Hey, Byakuya. I need to talk to you, buddy. Do you know about this picture? Oh, Byakuya. Listen, do you think we could talk? Byakuya?
That's enough.
I have nothing to talk to you about. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Byakuya, wait! But of course he didn't. He just walked away. What the... Why was he acting like that? Like he was purposely trying to avoid me. Okay, who else can avoid us? I'm just looking for exclamation points. He's in the garden, she's in the biolab. Of course she's in the biolab like a freak. I decided to visit the biolab one more time. And the first thing I saw when I got there was her, passed out again. Huh? Toko? Alright, so I wanted to check... How convenient! It's open! Oh, but Toko. I can't leave with the things away. Why not? Toko's fine. We're in the morgue. We can just put her body up in there. Toko, are you okay? No. No! She's not dead, is she? Of course. Me and Byakuya are the same height. I'd be looking down on Makoto the whole game. That's beautiful. That sounds incredible.
It's cold. It's super cold. It's so cold, I think I might catch a cold.
If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will.
I see.
What, I was asleep? Ah, I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me getting all excited, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered? Straight up horny?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What'd you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga. We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say it like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like double the memory.
No, it's more like half. Toko will be more likable once you play Ultra Despair Girls. She's relevant in that? Interesting.
But all I want to know right now is, where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat.
I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around somewhere doing his own investigating.
Yes, yes.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a total pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. I got you, Rocky. Content warning the video game. Oh god, am I gonna be able to stream Ultra Despair Girls? Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. I wonder what it could be. The fridge, it's open, but I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That must be why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily.
Kyoko?
Yeah, as long as you don't tell me, like, why Toko is in Ultra Despair Girls or, like, what her relevance to the story is or anything, I don't care to know that she's in it. Whatever. I guess that would be a spoiler because it's something I didn't know. And, like, seeing her in the game would be like, oh my god, it's Toko! So if things like that happen in other games, try not to tell me in the future, but I'm not too bothered by it. She's on the cover? Is she? I actually didn't know that. Let me look this up real quick. Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls. Oh shit, look at that. Yeah. She's smack dab in the middle of the cover. It's her and other main character. She's like the secondary main character in the story. Okay, I didn't know that. Good to know. I can't believe I missed that before. Makoto appears in Trigger Wait, does he? Hold on, let me look up Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc cover. He's not on the cover because there's no characters on the cover. Never mind. My joke is gone. It's just not even there. Oh, did I not post that I was live on Twitter? No, I did. Why does it show up that I didn't post it? Weird. Actually, it doesn't matter.
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
Dude, Sayaka dies? What the fuck? But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah, I was literally... Kyoko, you don't have to be the first one. I knew that. I was gonna tell you. You don't have to be Miss Know-It-All all the time.
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and, well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway,
we should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Let me look at it first.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched, but suddenly she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. No shit. Yes, of course. Mukuro's body's inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess. Kyoko's ultimate detective skills being put to the test. This is a morgue.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Alright, Kyoko didn't get a chance to check the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own examination of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. So what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? I also miss Haunted Asylum. Let's play it together. It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it. I can't look inside. I've waited, haven't I? Ask her about the group photo, yeah. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about that announcement Monokuma made earlier. You mean the one about a hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not? The entirety of the game is that one interaction. Kyoko goes to solve the mystery and Makoto waits. Yes. That's it. She just does it. We don't have to do anything else. The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us, to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation other than the fact that we were all in a school together and our memories were wiped of that time. Ultra hope, boys. Can I, like... No, not the group photo. I did already. Come on.
Because...
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what else can I do? I can look at this. These ones aren't.
Let's see.
The blue light comes on when a slot is occupied. Yes, I know. When someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around the number of lights that are on, including Mukuro's, there's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? That's what I was hoping for. Excuse me. Ugh. And then Byakuya tells Makoto to tell everyone what's going on. Amazing. You know, I think I've seen a tarp like this somewhere before. Okay, now we're getting to the stuff I came back here for before. Same as the one in the tool shed. If I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the Biolab and took it over there. Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast. You're so speedy. You're like the ultimate detective. Oh, yeah.
Indeed.
Anyone can do good work if they go slow. In spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seemed highly likely that the stomach wound and blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. That means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Yeah, she's been dead since chapter 1. Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. We already determined that was a cover-up. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. That was the arrows. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option is those other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because...
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
Wrong.
Well, the difference is immense considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old.
However...
But that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever, like they were not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
So then...
But what if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
At the very least...
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. I kind of did that, though. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words...
They envision these possibilities without prejudice, without bias, using only their logic and common sense. And we wouldn't know this information if Monokuma just decided to not tell us anything? Yeah, exactly. It was all in the Monokuma file that he made. Then as they investigate, they test what they find against each of their possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve this particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future.
Hey.
So if there's anything else you'd like to know about the condition of the body... There was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
So...
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They are indeed consistent with the corpse. So then...
Indeed.
And don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case is, without a doubt, Mukuro Ikusaba. Okay.
And...
Good confirmation. Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
So then...
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. 97 pounds is insane, you say, but she was also trained as the ultimate soldier. You would think that she would have a lot of muscle, but I'm sure she was more slender and flexible than anything. Plus, she is still a high school girl. Oh, wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think it's kind of sad, leaving it out like this?
Why?
Sad. Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair. Muscle is heavier than fat. True, true, true. Yeah, realistically, she should be in, like, the 120 to 130 range. Also, how tall was she? What was her height? 5'7". Yeah, 5'7" at 97 pounds. She's very underweight. Even if she is well-trained. Yeah, she's not, doesn't necessarily need to be all that buff, but she was masterful in killing. She's probably pretty slender, pretty light-footed. Good at killing, but not necessarily at overpowering people, more so outplaying them, I'm guessing. But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey.
Have you ever heard the phrase, you reap what you sow? Slim for aerodynamics, yeah. Well, yeah, but still. You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appealing. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
So then...
I think we've done all we can do here. Back to our separate investigations, yes? Hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in that locker. If I don't do it now... You can be a good tactician or as a soldier. It's more important than sheer brute force. Completely agreed. Hey, Kyoko. I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask.
What?
Go ahead, then. Out with it. Have you really not seen your dad even once since you got here?
What? So...
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get in any of those lockers, you need the handbook of whoever the locker belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook.
I see.
The one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And?
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belong to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is, there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than anything we could have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers, right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker?
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. Urgent interviews? A DVD, and it says... Yeah.
So...
I found it in that hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us have ever seen before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added to the truth bullets.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I'd made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life, and all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyoko's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know how he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding of it. Or no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it, but her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still so much to do before I can consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Good stopping point after this convo. So here's what I'm thinking, Ryan. I'll do all the because we have one final class trial. I'll do all the pre-class trial stuff tonight, even if it takes me a little longer. And then once the class trial begins and we get the save point, that'll be next stream. Does that make sense? Whether that truth serves justice or suffering, whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because... yeah, the trial alone is a few hours long. That's kind of what I figured. So I'd figured that would be one stream by itself. Because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth, but no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. There's a couple things I want to check out before we go to the AV room. I want to go to the garden and talk to Hiro. Garden was right here, right? Yep. I want to talk to all the students one more time. I have to find out where Hina is as well. Hey, Hiro. Good, Makoto. What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No. Sorry, but I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I'd found. It's like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? So where'd he go now? Nobody in either of those rooms. Dorms. The dining hall is where Hina is. Okay. So what does Hina have to say? He's probably still upset about the missing chicken. I'm sure that's what it is. So this is where you've been hiding. Listen, I was hoping to talk to you. Makoto? Sorry, gotta go. What? She ran off so fast I didn't even have time to ask her to stop. Hina, why? Why won't you talk to me? Interesting. Both of them are avoiding me. Either they saw something different in that photo. Yeah, there's the AV room. Byaki is here. No, he's done. I think that's it then, right? Do we just go from here? AV room? I guess so. He's still upset about the crystal ball. Yep, that's what it was. You got it. You figured it out. No, both of them either pieced something together from the photo we saw, or they saw something different. This should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well, I'd better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. Byakuya avoiding Makoto's very suspicious. They're all avoiding me. Okay, you guys seem to be looking forward to this DVD. It said that it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared at the black of the monitor. It must have been only a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was. Maybe him not being in the photo. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, that they think he's the mastermind or something. It's either that or they had something else shown to them.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was that of the man positioned on one side of the screen. Okay, the hair matches the guy from the intro, so that further confirms intro guy is Kyoko's dad. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
It sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance, so please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayako's obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. You would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school. I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
To keep you safe. The voice actor of him is the same as Mondo. I could hear it too, yeah. As if on cue, that's where the video cut. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now. But this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard. Because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me right over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me.
No, it's wrong.
It can't be! There's no way! Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation.
Yes.
Yes! Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I were having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But I, the I in the here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. So, this is interesting because it's making it sound like something really bad is happening to the outside world and we would need to take shelter here. The way he said yes. Yes! I'm gonna be recording this. Yes! I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like this.
Now, shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
Yes.
Yes! This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
Yeah, there's something happening.
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Is it just me or does the pillow in the background have blood on it? That was initially my thought too. I think that's just a design thing. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They didn't want to show Hiro, though. They showed everyone that's alive except for Kyoko and Hiro. Kyoko makes sense because it's her father. No, but they did speak. But it's funny how they specifically don't show Hiro. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. His hair wouldn't fit the frame. That'd be even funnier. And then Kyoko. There it is. But no Hiro. Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She'd sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her this question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then? Now then? When? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right? Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, it'd just be more of the same. Now, there's probably something important at the end of that. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes.
I couldn't help myself. I let out a huge, exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point, my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seems to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? They figured it out. Let's fucking go. What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... I think so. Oh! We got everything? We got everything? Oh!
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end.
Here we go, baby!
And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn. Although that dawn is totally pitch black.
Totally, absolutely.
There is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
Oh, boy.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again. Because the end is only the beginning. Anyway, let's get started.
Here we go.
Beginning of the end of the class trial. Everyone gather once again at you-know-where.
Sakura and Leon's English voice actors are married IRL. That's so funny considering the plot of this game. It's about to begin again. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all of our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Okay then. This is the end. Let's do it! We're not going to finish it tonight, obviously. I'm just going to get to where it cuts and makes me do a save. Like, it saves just prior to the class trial, and then we'll begin next stream at the class trial. And then no matter how long it takes me to beat it, we will finish the game tomorrow. I guess I'm the first one this time. You're early, Makoto.
Listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However...
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hiro? Silence, and it wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like, what's the Saturday plan? Immediately to DR2. No, it would be post game, yeah. Depending on how much is left after the end of tomorrow's stream, I don't know. I assume next stream will be about the same length as this stream. Class trials are usually about an hour and a half to 2 hours. This one will probably go a little bit longer. Then if we include epilogue stuff or whatever, I assume another hour, maybe total. So it would be about like a 4-hour stream maybe. We'll finish it up tomorrow, and then Saturday will be just post-game, like, free time event stuff, and then just keep doing that until I feel satisfied with the game and I'm done. It was the deafening, blah, blah, blah. The first class trial, huh?
You called for me and so I appear.
I'm late! Ah, strong silent master is so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
The class trial is a two-parter. This one's like 3 to 4 hours. Oh, so maybe Saturday is going to be the end of the game, and tomorrow is going to be the first half. Thank you for telling me that, actually, so I know to break it up a little bit.
Now listen, everything will just be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful
With my scissor-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and sheave the master of evil.
But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys.
If it's what Master wants, it can be a boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Is this the shortest final chapter in the series? Randy says, I think you could fit it all into one stream. Nalian was able to. How long did Nalian stream for, though? That's the thing I need to ask, because... yeah, most of my streams are like about 2.5 to 3 hours long. That's what I kind of aim for. I try not to go beyond that unless I have to. But all of my class trials have been done within 2.5 hours. Like, let me actually just go to my VOD channel real quick. And I can tell you for sure. So, YouTube Studio. Oh shit, I forgot to upload yesterday's Dark Souls stream. So, last week's was 3 hours. 3.5 hours for chapter 4. But I also had a little bit before. I had like some pre-endgame, you know, pre-class trial stuff. 4 hours for chapter 3. Again, I also had some stuff beforehand to do. The Chihiro trial was 2.5 hours. The first one is 3.5. Yeah. So if it's about the same or less, 5 hours seems really long for this one. His was over 5 hours. I would split it, to be honest. Here's what we'll do. Tomorrow's stream, we'll see how I feel in terms of like how much content we've done so far. And then around the end of stream, I'll ask you guys like, hey, how much longer do you think we have? And if I have to split it into a second stream, I'll do that. And then if I finish it before the end of our normal end time in the next stream, in Saturday's stream, I'll just do free time event stuff. The trial is almost 2.5 hours on its own, plus your commentary probably a little more. Yeah, we'll play it out. We'll play it by ear. When you first watched someone play it, it was 3 videos. How long were the videos, though? You have to keep that in mind.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
You also have to realize that I'm very smart, so I figure things out quickly.
No, it's wrong.
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair, climaxium sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial, and this time, it'll be fair.
What do you mean, this time? Stop with all this slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year.
3 videos, 45 minutes each? Well, that would be less than 2.5 hours.
I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Then to hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Anyway, next time I use this clip,
Mukuro Ikus.
that's what you guys have to say. Enough of your tedious drivel. That's your new thing.
Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
They did edit it down, though. Fair enough.
So don't try and run away.
Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my
This will
family.
be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first one into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Nobody made eye contact, nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
They're suspicious of me, not just each other, right? Maybe they are suspicious of... Maybe it's not just me. Maybe they're suspicious of everybody. Maybe I'm just portraying it on myself because I only have that frame of reference. So they saw the photo, and now they're like, wait, I knew you before this? I don't remember knowing you. I feel kind of uneasy about this. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I misread the room. I think so.
However,
You can tell us about it soon, at the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
so...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. There's no running away now. Run! Leave! Imagine if it let me leave and that was an alternate ending. A surveillance camera. I don't know why I bothered saying anything about it anymore. This is one of the monitors. I don't know why I still say that after all this time. I started making my way towards the opening. Step after step toward the gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. Since he was a lottery winner, it makes him easier to consider him an other in the group. That is true. That's a good point. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I'm still looking for the nice coins. You got me. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. The final class trial. Oh, it feels good to say that. Oh, man. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. What is it from Undertale? Dark, darker, yet darker. Deep, deeper, yet deeper. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. Can we defeat the ultimate despair? We got nice coins. We're all good. We got it. Kate, you do not want to apply for this lottery. That sounds awful. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site?
What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle.
Well, it's better than last trial's fucking background. That hurt my eyes. The deaths were worth it for the personal space. Fuck, I love your commentary. This is great.
And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in this vacant 16th seat.
Grills, chill!
Well then, let's begin.
And that's where we end. Oh, man. Oh, how exciting. Ah, fucking hell. Okay, I'll set my skills. I don't have anything else to set, actually. Finish preparations. Class trial, all arise. Okay, let me end.
Since this will be the fun.
Let me end! You fuck. Jesus Christ. Alright. So. First things first. I got a score to settle with you guys. That's not true. So. Since this will be potentially the last week I stream Danganronpa, maybe. I might be doing all of the free time event stuff on stream, so that when I do my tier list, you guys can see why I decided the things I do. Because depending on what I see in these free time events, it may sway my opinion of the characters. And I feel like you guys would want to see that kind of interaction, right? You guys would want to see me learn about each character. So I think it'd be fun to just stream the rest of that. We'll 100% it on stream. If there's any tedious achievements in Danganronpa, I'll do those off stream. You know, I'll do that important stuff on stream, but any tedious stuff off stream, like getting all the gifts and whatever, I'll do that off stream. However, if you want to vote for the next game that we play after Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, join the Discord. I have a channel that I just added recently called Game Voting, and if you go in there, it's under the bulletin board section. You will see 5 different games. Terraria Calamity, Hades, No Straight Roads, Detroit Become Human, and Little Nightmares 2. Between those 5 games, you can vote for which one that we play immediately after Danganronpa. So you choose which one that I play. And that's going to be the case for every stream going for every main game stream. So whatever one wins, I will play that after Danganronpa. After I beat that game, I go to Danganronpa 2. After I beat Danganronpa 2, I then play the highest voted game in that channel. I did say I would do Terraria. I kind of changed it up. I'll do Terraria if it wins. Right now, it is tied for first with Detroit Become Human. So it depends which one wins the poll. And I'm not removing votes after one is chosen. If one has a lot of votes, those votes stay on it for when I eventually get to it. Doing in this post game to win all the prizes. I mean, you caught me there. That is true. We calling on Discord? Yeah, I'll do a voice call after stream. But one more time, there's the Discord. Join it if you want to vote for the next game. Join it if you just want to talk to me after stream. I'll be in a voice chat, probably just hanging out. I might do Elden Ring. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what happens there. And, yeah, hang out with us. It's a fun place. I'm going to start doing VR chat more often. And I'll be pinging in there if you guys want to join in VR chat. Just some all-around good fun, you know? I also have a Twitter. I also have YouTube. Ryan's putting all those in the chat. Thank you. Everyone has a different number of events. Yeah, I figured as much. I would just probably work one character at a time. We'll figure it out as we go. And it looks like we got a new person, Numb Cargo. Welcome into the Discord. Thank you so much for being a part of it. And, my brain just went completely blank. Schedule. Here's our schedule. If you guys don't know what other streams I do on Twitch here, Sundays I also do Minecraft with my buddy Glowgreen. We're currently working on getting one of every collectible item in the game. We just started that recently, so it's not too late to start and join in and just check out how we're doing. Definitely drop by. Same with Danganronpa, Thursday through Saturday. We do it 3 days a week. Wednesdays we do Dark Souls. I'm almost done with the game. When I'm done with Dark Souls, I'll probably not have a Wednesday stream. I'll take the Wednesdays off again until we reach our next sub goal, which, by the way, I'll throw that in chat real quick. At 25 subs, I'm going to be playing Jump King. I have a YouTube series of Jump King over on my main YouTube. Definitely check that out. It's one of my proudest ones, and I will be continuing that series if we hit 25 subs. So just something to keep in the back of your mind. That will be our next Wednesday game if we reach that milestone. Okay, that being said, let's go find a raid target. Please stick around for the raid. We want to give all the love and support we can to the person that we're raiding. Let's see. We're gonna... I don't have many people live right now. We're gonna raid my buddy Ben. He's doing Dark Souls 2. I know you guys, maybe not everyone here is a fan of Dark Souls, but I am a fan of Ben. He's a really good dude. He's from Canada. He's very friendly. Chill out and chat with him. His content is very focused on conversation. So just strike up a convo with him. Ask him about the game. Ask him, you know, just random questions that come up naturally. And just vibe with him. He's very good positive vibes. Very thoughtful. Very thought-provoking. And drop him a follow if you enjoy his content. The raid call is in chat. If you're a sub, do Scood Interlude with the Scood Love emotes around it. If you are... Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Ignore the raid call. Ignore the raid call. We're going to be doing this. If you are a sub, do Despair raid. I love doing this out of a Danganronpa raid. We're doing Despair raid. If someone wants to throw in a Hope raid, you can feel free to throw that in, but just do Despair raid. If you're a sub, grab the Scood Stab emote. If you're not, throw in whatever emote you want, or just don't do an emote. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow night with more Danganronpa. So excited to finish this up. Have a good night, everyone.